So you learned that you can repackage the same game, the same silly voiceovers, and the same characters, and I will just eat it up like a hot fudge and sex sundae. But what did I learn this week? Number 1! In patch 4.1, the devs are introducing something called Dungeon Finder, Call to Arms, which basically detects which class role is least represented in the queue, and then gives these guys additional rewards for doing random heroics. You know, it's to keep it so like you're not waiting forever to run one, and there's a little added incentive in there to bring raiders back and have them do random heroics again. Oh, and did I mention there's no daily limit on how many times you can do this? Which is freaking awesome. Oh, wait, oh! Yeah, sorry DPS. This clearly doesn't apply to you guys at all. But if you're a tank or healer, you can look forward to getting rare gems, gold, flasks and elixirs, non-combat pets, and a chance at getting the Reins of the Raven Lord, the Swift White Hawkstrider, and Death Charger's Reins. And again, before we move on, unless you reroll a tank or healer, my condolences to the hunters, rogues, mages, and warlocks who now serve only to get me my Death Charger's Reins. Número 2. It's kinda hard to tell what was real and fake this past week with April Fool's Day and all that, but this is real, right? And if so, what? I don't know anyone so obsessed that they can't leave the house without knowing what's going on in guild chat. Ooh, they might be talking about me! Really? It's like the mobile armory app. I just don't understand why people need to see what gear they have or know what gear other people have that bad. Like, where are you ever gonna be on the road? Like, oh, I just met a guy. Well, let me look up his gear right now. Really? Or, I don't even know. Maybe you're going around showing your T11 chest piece to that girl behind the counter at Wendy's? Because, you know, that's a one-way ticket to Pantytown right there. Alphas, it's time for number 3! So this week, the Q&A revealed a little bit more about the thought process that goes into the tier armor. The question was basically, how do you come up with the looks? And are you ever going to go back to the ones that were more based on classes rather than sets that are based on mobs? And I thought the answer was kind of funny because it really was just like, nope, in Firelands it's based off the mobs, except for like a few classes where we couldn't really base them off the mobs, so yeah, we did it off the classes. Which really isn't even an answer at all, but, you know, what are they gonna say? Like, oh, of course we'll cater to your every whim. I suppose everyone just misses the days when, like, you get a badass looking set from just random places. Like, as a shaman, you got this badass fire tier 3 set from Nax, which had nothing to do with undead, but was just really cool looking. And by the way, now that I just said that, it just hit me that I've been playing this game through 11 tier sets. Holy crap. Number 4! Oh, Blizzard, you got us again this year with your silly April Fool's Day pranks. But out of all of them, the 4.1.11 patch notes were by far the best. It's always nice to see them take sort of like a stab at themselves, like a satirical look at their own work, especially with stuff like making Vajir more disorienting, or how most of the shaman abilities are being made into totems, or how paladins are forced to give 10% of all their gold to the church. Hilarious. But the complete winning came from the part about the dungeons. Just take a sec, pause the video, 1080p this thing, and read it. Too funny. If there's anything I can say about it, it's just that it's epic! Trash. So, Ooh, epic! Should be sponsored by Mountain Dew. This week again was all about heroic bosses in PvP. I know, I suck at PvP, but come on. It's so easy when nearly everyone else you fight sucks way more than you do. Though, I'm not really sure how I feel about getting forced into AV all week, especially when it's the only one I don't need achievements or rep for. Ugh, I hate this place now. This week, my new guild also spent a ton of time doing heroics, and, Heroic Maloriak? I both hate and love this fight. It's crazy, there's a ton of stuff going on. I know someone out there is gonna be all like, ooh, it's so easy, but I'm sure that's because you raid every single night and go back and push until the game just becomes a job. We only raid 2 nights a week, which is just about the best thing ever. So I don't really mind thinking this fight is hard and enjoying it while we're doing it, because you know what? I can take the next 5 nights off and not even have to think about WoW, which is pretty great, because when a game becomes work, well, that's just trash. So for those of you who watch all my videos, there have been little hints here and there about a future video that I'm going to upload. No comment on that right now. And you know what? I suppose this is going to be another hint, but I actually, for once, feel bad for the Alliance. So I was doing this level 85 quest where it takes you to the Highlands, and man, did the Alliance ever get gypped on this one? I mean, the Horde has this huge epic scene, and the Alliance just passes out and ends up there? I never thought I'd say this, but the Alliance got screwed on this. Also this week, I got a ton of comments asking, where are all the ZA run videos? Well, if you must know, this is what it's like to play ZA on the PTR. Everything froze.
Mojo.
I'm frozen, guys. I can't even move.
This is fun. I love typing in a million authenticator codes every day.
Of course, with all that free time and not being able to play, it gave me a perfect opportunity to look at all of your Atticus, boy X says. LOL. My name's Vagina, and I am a rogue. LMOA. Raffle, you sound like Strongbad doing his girly voice. You have absolutely no clue how much I love Teen Girl Squad. I could sit here all day and do that voice, just by myself. The ugly one! Oh no, not PGP. It'll kill the baby! On Comet, Cupid, on $91! In response to my comments about Karazhan last week, he actually says, you can still get into the crypt under Karazhan. Well, yeah, maybe want to tell us how? Kinda being a dick leaving that part out, huh? Maybe? What is this? I have discovered on Series 24! Life sucks. I can't believe I bought that game. Oh wait, my parents got it for me. Isn't that always the way it is though? My parents never bought me any fun games. Finally, I just told them, you know what? Stop buying me games altogether. Go back to buying me socks and underwear. Hey, when the 2012 apocalypse comes, you'll be wishing you had my stockpile. It says, you have it all wrong too. Blizzard has even said themselves that PvP is being balanced around rated BGs. There are tons of problems with class balance in Arena because of this. Well, I don't know about you, but sounds to me like we have ourselves a failure of the week! If you watched episode 2 of Jesse Sucks at Arenas, shameless plug, you know that at the end I saw our rated BG group was ridiculously outmatched. So, my question is, if Blizzard really spent that much time making PvP balanced for rated BGs, how come something so simple wasn't balanced? And I know some guy responded in that video saying that if you're under 1,000 rating, you get placed with everyone else who's under 1,000, there is no tier structure. But shouldn't that be the time when you need to have it structured? Shouldn't that be the time when you need placement more than ever? It would be like in StarCraft 2 if the bronze and silver players were put in like an iron category. Oh, you're all about the same level of play, right? No, they are not. And to make matters worse, people with a higher rating are much more likely to have better PvP gear, which makes them stomping you into the ground all that more painful. So I'm sure to many of you this is just a massive QQ, but come on. You can't tell me they focused all their PvP efforts on rated BGs, because these things are a failure of the week! Anyway guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that junk. And as always, to be continued.